Hi, I'm Timea Presley. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to talk about group Pilates versus private Pilates. Which is better for you? Let's take a little trip back in time. Back in the early 2000s, when I had a Pilates studio in Berlin, Germany, the rule was that every new client would be able to take a session in a group class so that she gets to try Pilates, gets to try the studio, and then she had to go and take at least one private session with an instructor so that she can learn the basic principles of Pilates. The instructor can find out how this client moves, and they together were able to determine if this client needed more private sessions, or if she wanted to stay in private sessions, or if she wanted to and could simply go back into group classes. This was a very good strategy, I find, because this way people were able to pick up the foundations of Pilates very early on. So they were able to build on that foundation if they wanted to just go back into group classes. Now, who would benefit from taking private sessions? Anyone who simply wants to reserve an instructor just for herself or himself and have the undivided attention of this instructor. In a one-on-one setting, your pace dictates the tempo. People who have injuries and special conditions, for example, recovering from surgeries, having some chronic conditions, or going through pregnancy, having a list of variety of things, would greatly benefit from private sessions because the instructor can address their needs directly on the spot and modify exercises without the client having to think about it or come up with modifications. It's the instructor's challenge and job to create a well-flowing class and provide a good workout while considering all the special condition needs of a client. Sometimes people like to book private sessions purely because they want that quiet space for themselves. They want to not have to focus on the surrounding noises, other people's movements, and they can have the space and the instructor just for themselves. Another reason to take private sessions instead of group classes is because someone is a high-performing athlete or prepares for a race. These could be people preparing for a marathon, somebody who's a professional dancer and is, for example, between jobs and needs to stay in shape, or simply wants to add cross-training, Pilates cross-training to their repertoire, or someone who is planning a trip and needs to be in top condition to perform well climbing some mountains and carrying heavy backpacks. So someone who's preparing for a high physical performance activity would also benefit from taking private Pilates sessions. Group classes are great for somebody who has experience with their own bodies, has experience with the Pilates method itself, and someone who's also immediately able to modify an exercise if she needs to, and also has the mental strength to not go with the flow of the class, but really pause and come up with modifications so that her special needs are accommodated. Everyone has a couple special conditions and aches and pains that need modifications, so that the class really benefits the body rather than hurting it again. What are the disadvantages of being in a group setting when you are not prepared for it? Well, it's likely that you'll be looking left and right all the time throughout the class, not really knowing what's going on, and this way miss a lot of the benefits of Pilates. The learning period is much more extended because the instructor can't address your needs and your questions, but has to guide an entire group full of people. And it's also possible that you'll end up bringing your body into uncomfortable positions when you don't know how to change or modify an exercise that you should modify. In a private setting versus in a group setting, the instructor is also more able to break down exercises and introduce layers that allow you to access an exercise a little bit later when your body is prepared, while in a group class you are simply thrown into having to perform a move that maybe if there was a build-up you would be able to do, but since it's a group class, your body's special unique needs are not addressed as well as in a group setting. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that the content was helpful. Please join me for the next video next Friday. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and if you live in the DC area, sign up for a private Pilates session with me through my website, presleypilates.com. And don't forget to check out some of my videos here and here, or subscribe to the channel here. Thank you. Bye-bye.